Hello and welcome to Luxcess Daily Market Update. This time I'm reporting from Belgrade, where Luxcess team spent some awesome and successful days. So let me start with news for Euro today. Eurozone Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index, which measures the activity level of purchasing managers in the manufacturing sector, will be released. A reading above 50 indicates expansion in the sector. Below 50 indicates contractions. A higher than expected should be seen as positive, while lower than expected as negative for the euro. Next important news is the Consumer Price Index, which measures the change in the price of goods and services from the perspective of consumer. It is a major indicator for measuring changes in purchasing trends and inflation. A higher than expected should be seen as positive, while lower than expected as negative for the euro. Unemployment rate in Eurozone will be released today. The unemployment rate measures the percentage of total workforce that is unemployed and actively seeking employment during the previous month. The data tends to have a muted impact as there are several earlier indicators related to labor conditions in the Eurozone. Higher than expected should be seen as negative, while lower than expected as positive for euro. Also in the United Kingdom, the Manufacturing Purchasing Manager Index will be published. It measures the activity level of purchasing managers in the manufacturing sector. A reading above 50 indicates expansion in the sector, below 50 indicates contraction. A higher than expected should be seen as positive, while lower than expected as negative for Great Britain pound. News for US dollar. Retail sales, which measures the change in the total value of sales at the retail level, will be published. It is the foremost indicator of consumer spending, which accounts for the majority of overall economic activity. Higher than expected should be seen as positive, while lower than expected as negative for US dollar. Reserve Bank of Australia board members come to a consensus on where to set the interest rate. Traders watch interest rate changes closely, as short-term interest rates are the primary factor in currency valuation. Higher than expected should be seen as positive, while lower than expected as negative for Australian dollar. The Governor of Bank of Canada will have a speech today. As head of central bank, which controls short-term interest rates, he has more influence over the nation's currency value than any other person. The speech can influence the market and cause the short-term positive or negative trend. So thank you guys, that would be all for today, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.